This is a Samsung Chromebook, and you notice how the base piece sits in there. So that's the rotation of it. You have this part towards the bottom of it, which sits upwards, and the one towards the top of it sits downwards. And the attaching holes are this one, the bottom ones, which are more distant ones, and there's also two more holes. I cannot really show you, which are this one at the top. So I'm trying to attach it. There's this metal hook right there, this one, and the top ones, which are closer to each other. And now carefully, if you try to press it down and force it down just randomly, you're going to bend these hooks down and they no longer hook the plastic piece. That's really tricky. If you need to perhaps use a screwdriver and magnify glass and try to bend them upwards, but it's really tricky. That's why you don't want to force it in a random way. So I'm going to attach it first at the two bottom holes. Just keep it with your hand. You need to feel it did attach at both parts, both sides, just like that. Don't force too much because it's really tiny plastic. Once you feel it's really attached, just lay down and then try to grab with a screwdriver. And I'm going to grab it here and I'm going to pull a little bit towards the top with some force, but not too much. And at the same time, I'm going to depress down the plastic piece with my finger. So let's try this. So I'm pulling upwards and I'm going to squeeze that piece in place with my finger on both sides. And you may feel like it makes like a small clip sound, but you really need to pull somehow towards the top of the keyboard. Otherwise, these clips, you are just going to crush the metal part down and it's not going to hook any longer. Make sure it sits down there and you cannot really remove it by hand like that. It means it's sitting on all four hooks. And then grab your small cover. Try to position it really at center. So make sure it's really centered and just press it downwards with some force. And from that moment on, it should be working properly.